Well, TeamQuest started as part of Project Quest. About 5 years ago, we did a climb of Mount St. Helens. There were a group of about 8 of us who initially did a climb, and then didn't quite make it to the summit because of the weather, but another 3 of us went back and did that. And we followed it up with a climb of Mt Rainier, in which 10 people came, 9 of them HIV positive with AIDS, and another 1 person who had a heart transplant. You know, of course, TeamQuest does other activities like softball. We do a rafting trip every year, volleyball, and it's designed primarily for people with a life-challenging illness who may need a little bit more support, you know, for doing sports activities. And one reason we started TeamQuest is a way of supporting each other and being there for climbs, and because of a lot of us can't do physically what a lot of the climbers you see on the mountains do, we need a little bit more group teamwork and support, and knowing that there's going to be people there for us, you know, as sometimes when we're not feeling as well. And especially people that understand that, you know, with all the HIV and AIDS medications, that you've got to eat correctly, you've got to eat on time, you've got to always keep well hydrated. You know, things you might take for granted if you're just normally climbing, and then you've got to make sure you take your medications on time. You know, one thing you don't realize is people with life-challenging illness, especially if you've had it for a long time, you lose your confidence in your ability to just do everyday normal things. And by doing something like a challenging climb, you help to re-energize yourself and re-establish some of that confidence and faith in yourself that you can accomplish some things that you've come to believe that you can't do anymore. And it's my hope and dream and the people with TeamQuest that we can, you know, do more climbs and bring people on some of these climbs and push them past the point of just feeling like they're not capable, or that they're an invalid, or that society treats them like, you know, you just need to be careful. Because when you have an illness, you're always taught to be, you know, you have to be careful, you have to do everything right, you can't stress yourself. And sometimes that kills you. That is actually less healthy than taking a few risks. And doing a mountain like this is certainly taking a risk. And a lot of the people who's done the climbs in the past, you know, had stopped working, had given up their dreams of going back to school and things like that. And after they did the climb, they started, you know, they re-energized their dreams. They started working again. They went back to school. They went out and socialized more and believed in themselves more and became part of the communities they had originally withdrawn from.
Mount Rainier is a perfect mountain for training for higher peaks. It has all the aspects that a mountaineer would want in one single mountain. It really is a great place to go and train for future expeditions. It's used for a training place for climbers going to the big peaks around the world, and it's an excellent challenge for our group.
Everything tells me that I shouldn't be on this mountain, that this makes no sense whatsoever, that you know, it's bad for my health, but maybe it's good for me spiritually, mentally. It keeps me keep striving and keep working harder to, you know, to overcome, or not really overcome, but to have the big good fight with the illness.
I think that today's going to be okay. We got about, Saskia says, another 3 or 4 miles to go, and just straight up the glacier, and just a slow, steady pace.
I think with HIV/AIDS, particularly with AIDS, you go through periods, you know, you're good for a couple of weeks, sometimes a couple of months, and then you get things that start happening where you just don't feel as well, before you feel fatigued, and your physical abilities aren't as at a peak that you want it to be at. That's what AIDS is like. Some weeks you have a lot of energy, some weeks you don't.
Don't.
You don't have to bend. Oh,
Do I not? Yes, I do.
I'm just gonna go with it.
I'd rather be up high, but...
All right, that's great.
Yay!
All right.
Today we're on Mount Rainier. We're at 9,500 feet, a place called Camp Sherman. And tomorrow we'll be going up to 14,400, which is the summit, up through a heavy glaciated pathway, which you can see from the tent. You know, I know what my capabilities are, and that's why I'm scared tomorrow, is that I don't know if I'm going to have the endurance still in order to get through, another 5,000 foot day. But I plan to one step at a time.
Yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow. I mean, this is 700 feet short of the Grand. We did that a week ago. I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. It's going to be a team effort. Everybody's going to have to, march to the slowest person, and it's going to be important to be able to encourage that person to get to the top.
This is a group that came together to do this thing together, and we would like to maintain that.
I think it's been a coherent group with the usual camaraderie.
I think we're all going to be standing up on top tomorrow, just given the wonderful weather that we have, and the predictions for tomorrow look great as well. I think the wind will die, and from there we'll just march on up. It'll be a long one though.
I'm excited. We've had a wonderful day of resting, laying back, and I'm ready.
I think everybody's ready. They've been up here for a day. They've been hiking and doing a couple climbs in between times to get ready for this, so it shouldn't be a problem.
We're shooting for being on the rope and moving by 1:30, and earlier would be even better. We've only gone 2,000 feet, and it's 5 already.
Little crevasse crossing here at 13,200 feet high on Mount Rainier.
We're about at 13,400 feet. We got about 800 more feet to go. I think most people are feeling pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better than I thought I would, which is pretty good considering how bad I felt 2 days ago. So I think we're going to be on the summit in a little over an hour if we don't have a lot more trouble. And then we get to celebrate.
Okay, we're about 5 minutes from the summit. Just approaching the crater. We're on the crater. This is it.
TeamQuest. Second time TeamQuest has made the summit.
Oh, how does it feel? This time?
I was here once before. It was crystal clear.
Oh no!